Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with the first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now ETN to start the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running left, Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 102 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After one, it's 9-0. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency, and what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a 1-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a 1st down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On the set.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. They'll find Tanner. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Chris TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Again, it's Lawrence. And I think the ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Trotting. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now, Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Ryan Santoso now in a high-pressure spot. This to get the lead up to 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Throwing now is Ryan. That's complete to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ryan to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Ryan. Pass complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for 1 final heave to the end zone. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Jacksonville,